Why have I given my job to a robot? Interesting question. It was something I was actually asked recently by a journalist from a leading Sunday newspaper. She was interested because she was wondering whether I was actually dehumanising what's quite an important human role, that of learning and development. And I said, no, I don't believe it is. It's actually augmenting the human, something that I preach very much in all sales technology. What I was talking about was a chatbot called Rocky. So this is something which I use personally for morning and evening reflection, where the artificial intelligent questions stimulate me to think about the stuff that I'm focusing on at any given time. So I choose something from the selection that's available, so clarity or wellness, discipline, resilience. I'm looking at prioritization at the moment. But recently what I've done is I've had the opportunity to train Rocky in sales skills. So another option that a user can have is to pick collaborative selling. So this is really important because for me, coaching is something that makes a massive difference when we're looking at trying to develop a new skill. So it's something that I include as part of the training offer that I give, as well as, rather than instead of, the things that are available. So the way that I'm running sales training now is I put things into an accelerator program and I design a number of different elements into it. And the Rocky AI coaching is just one part. Over 12 weeks, people will undertake a program which centers around my key concepts of think, learn and do. Think is about content. And so for content, I take this from my book, Selling Through Partnering Skills, where I outline how a modern salesperson can take the things which really make a difference and start to apply them in their way of working. So as well as a lot of traditional sales techniques which still work, it also includes understanding partnering skills or partner intelligence, which brings a whole mindset and ethos which helps them to become more collaborative, which really is the approach people should take today. The learn element is what I've been able to build up and understand over 22 years as a professional trainer in how to get the message across. And so even in this, I'm starting to embrace other forms of technology to be more effective in how we do it. So a lot of the training will be on video. So I'll provide video that's always there for a learner to access whenever they need, as well as live training, which is delivered as virtual instructor-led training, VILT. So it's accessed online, so it's using Zoom as a platform. Equally, it could be in any of the others. So it does give people that live element. But by using the technology, it means we can use lots and lots of shorter versions of this to be able to keep the momentum and keep the learning. The do element, which we know is one of the most important parts of learning, I'm also using technology, where I'm encouraging participants to take the things that they've learned, which are around modern selling, and apply them into a real life account they're working with. But rather than just applying these willy-nilly, randomly, I'm using a bio-enablement platform where people can take the information and store it in this technology. What that does, it keeps it not only in one place, but it aligns it to a real life account that they're working in, and so that we can progress the activity to culminate that in proposals, mutual action plans, and things which will keep the sale moving ahead. The technology helps us do that. It creates a lot of those elements. So add into this the Rocky coaching, where either the elements that it already applies, so the mindset or the focus or the resilience that salespeople need, or the more specific material around collaborative selling, so absolutely aligned to the training that's being undertaken in the accelerator, people have got access to this 24/7. If they get into the habit, and this is all about habits, of using the morning and evening reflection conversations, where Rocky will give intelligent questions based on the answer that he's just received, this will really start to reinforce the learning. That's why I'm so excited about it. It's having a coach in the pocket. I'd love to be with all the people that I'm working with whenever they need me to be able to stimulate that thinking. This allows me to, in a way. And so it frees up time that for Other conversations, maybe more specific, more account-based, more deeper ones, I can be available for those. Also means I can make more time to make sure that the content within the accelerators and the new accelerators that I'm developing will be fresh, will be on point and useful for the people consuming those, for the salespeople that I want to work with, I want to help. Other layers that I add in, and again, there are elements of technology that help me with this, are podcasts. So I'll speak to sales experts, speak to people who are already using this kind of thinking, and then make that available for learners. In fact, make that available for anybody who wants to listen to those. And even the community we create around that, I use a social media platform. Virtually everybody I work with is on Facebook, so in a small private Facebook group, we can use that to keep conversations going, to keep learning off each other. So yeah, I think technology makes a lot of sense in how we need to work today. It helps us become more effective, and I don't think it dehumanizes in the slightest. For me, it's all about augmenting the human. We still need humans to sell, we still need that personal touch, but this stuff just helps us do it more effectively, whether that's in learning or whether that's in the application. There's lots of sales technology available out there which do a lot of the heavy lifting for salespeople, but that's another story.